Hello and welcome to my Concacaf Gold Cup semi-final predictions. We will review what happened in the quarterfinals and then we will jump into my semi-final predictions for this year's 2025 Concacaf Gold Cup. So let's take a quick look back then on what happened in the quarter-final stages, and we'll start with USA taking on Costa Rica. That was the most recent game, but it's the first game on this bracket, and it is the USA getting over the line on penalties. I knew this would be a tight one, but USA just getting over the line for Mauricio Pochettino's side, and it looks like it could set up another USA-Mexico final. So yeah, USA, did they deserve to win on the stats-wise? Yes, probably. They did 18 shots to 7 and then overall won via the penalty shootout. Anyway, then Canada drawing against Guatemala, but then Guatemala beating them on penalties. And Jesse March's side, he said they wanted to win the thing. They can't win the thing now. They are out. And that was a big shock last night or the night before? So when Guatemala beat Canada, and maybe they'll be looking to cause another upset and beat the US next time around. And then we'll go on to the other side of the draw where Mexico kind of dominated Saudi Arabia. The guest nation finally coming up trumps against a very good Mexican side and who have very good experience in this competition. So yeah, brilliant win for Mexico with Vega and then Amadou own goal sealing it for Mexico over Saudi Arabia. And then the other one was a bit of a shock as well, as Honduras got over the line in this one. I think on penalties against Panama by 5 goals to 4. 1-1 in the actual game. So yeah, a good win for Honduras, and maybe can the underdogs cause an underdog story, and maybe one of them could get to the finals out of Honduras and Guatemala. I remember that first match day where Canada won by 6 goals to 0 over Guatemala. So yeah, happy days for Guatemala and Honduras. Maybe could they cause a shock? That is the review. Let's jump into my semi-final predictions for the Gold Cup 2025. So we'll start with the USA taking on Guatemala in this one. The USA getting a draw, of course, against Costa Rica, but then knocking them out via penalties. A perfect group stage from the USA, and they'll be looking to continue this here. Guatemala, the upset kings so far, nobody backed them really to get through the groups. They did get through the groups and did very well. So yeah, USA at midnight. Don't think I'll be getting up for this one. Unfortunately, they have the quality, they have the power, and unfortunately, I can see the underdog run of Guatemala, the dark horses of this competition now, you would have to say. Coming up trumps here. I think they could struggle a little bit in this one because they're coming up against a very good USA side who battered Trinidad. They only beat Haiti narrowly and Saudi Arabia. So yeah, and after beating Costa Rica on penalties, they'll be in fine form. Will the US of A? So yeah, I am going to back them in this one to get over the line. I think they'll have too much quality compared to Guatemala. They'll still have Tyler Adams in midfield. No Pulisic, I think he's out injured. But yeah, I'm going to back USA and Pochettino to get over the line in this one. I'm going to back USA by 2 goals to 0 in this one. So yeah, go back the US of A to win this by 2 goals to 0 over Guatemala and end the Guatemala dream. And into the other semi-final we go, and it is Mexico taking on Honduras. Honduras knocking out Panama on penalties, and Mexico knocking out Saudi Arabia in the quarterfinals. Of course, Mexico should have too much quality for Honduras, but you never know. I feel a bit of an underdog story with Honduras. Yes, getting battered 6-0 that first game. The managers obviously said something to them, and they are on an absolute roll in this one. 2 on the same day, midnight and 3 a.m. for both semi-finals on Premier Sports 2. So yeah, probably won't be tuning in for this one. Might tune into the final and see what happens, but I won't be doing a watch along for it. At the Levi's Stadium in California in the United States, both the Club World Cup and the Gold Cup, hosted in the US of A this year. Injuries for Mexico, just Chavez, who's going to be out with a ACL. Last time Mexico did play Honduras, it was a nice 4-0 win for the Mexicans, but before that, Honduras beat them 2-0. So yeah, I could definitely see this going one or two ways, but I am going to back Mexico just to get over the line in this one. I'm going to go 1-1, but I'm going to back Mexico on penalties and ruin the Honduras dream and set yet another Gold Cup final up between the US and Mexico. So yeah, backing Mexico to win this on penalties just over Honduras. I think it'd be tight, but Mexico would just get over the line. 1-1 draw, but Mexico win on penalties. Thank you for watching my 2025 Gold Cup predictions. If you did like the video, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, do all that good stuff. We will have EFL content as soon as the Gold Cup and Club World Cup has finished. So yeah, don't forget to tune in that between that and the start of the season. Next watch along will be probably either Club World Cup final or Luton v Wimbledon to kick off the new EFL season. I'm not here around the Championship opening day weekend, so we will miss that. But yeah, we will be there for the League 1 and 2 games. So yeah, thank you all for watching. I'll speak to you all the next one.